Hi there, it's Donna from Taffy Crafting. I've been given a challenge and it was a tic-tac-toe challenge, which I do a few of, and it was in our group. We have a crafting group called Craft and Banter. I'll leave the link for it in the description bar, and it's where lots of crafters get together. It's not just card making, it's knitting, crochet, needlework, felting, jewellery making. I've got people that make bags out of fabric, people that are making hearts out of clay, ornaments out of driftwood, baking, you name it, there's every single craft on here, and it's a really lovely, lovely group. And, you know, if you're into crafting and you're into interacting with other like-minded people, come and join us, link in the description bar. So we threw out a challenge to the group, and it was a VE Day inspired challenge. This is what we've been celebrating in the UK during lockdown, so it's been quite difficult, celebrating 75 years, the anniversary, 75th anniversary of VE Day. And so I was challenged to make something through this tic-tac-toe challenge, and I've chosen, out of the 9 squares, I have chosen red, white and blue. If you go to my blog, you'll see all the details about it. So I wanted to use the Timeless Tulips, and then I got some red, white and blue cards. So I've got my white card base. This is a 5" by 7" card base. So that way that measures 10 inches, and then that's 7 inches. Yeah, so 10" by 7". Score down the long side at 5 inches. There's your card base. I'll put the card on that in a moment. So I've got a piece of Night of Navy. This measures 4 7/8 by 6 7/8. And on top of that, I'm going to put a piece of Whisper White that measures 4 5/8 by 6 5/8. So that's going to sit on there like that, and I'll glue that in a second. And then a piece of, this is Cherry Cobbler, and this measures 4.5 by 6.5. I really, really love Cherry Cobbler. I think it's a beautiful colour, a lovely deep red. So that's that. And then I've got a piece, another piece of Whisper White, and this measures, got to remember what it measures, 4.25 by 6.25. So what I'm going to do is decorate this, decorate that, and I'll put that on afterwards. But I'm going to layer these up. So just very quickly, using some Tombow liquid glue, like that. Just make sure that is as central as you can get it before the glue grabs. Exactly the same with your Cherry Cobbler piece. You don't have to use Cherry Cobbler, you could use Real Red, Poppy Parade. Don't even have to be red, white and blue, to be honest. You could use whatever colour scheme you like. So that was the first thing I wanted to do. I just wanted to get some colours layered up like that. I love layers. Just think it gives the card some dimension. And then what we're going to do is decorate this piece. So this is what I've done. I've taken the Timeless Tulips, and I've taken this because it coordinates with our tulip punch. So what I've done is I have stamped out, that can go away, I've stamped out 4 red, or 4 in Cherry Cobbler, and 4 in Night of Navy. And this is, oh, I thought it was a distinctive ink stamp, but it isn't. But the stamp on it is just, let me show you. It's just beautiful. It is absolutely beautiful. So I've got 4 each of those, and I've got 4 each of the blue. And then also with this is that you've got this little extra piece, and I'm not really sure what you do with it. I don't know if you put it, I don't think it matters what you do with it. I don't know if it's a leaf I don't know if it's an extra bit that goes on this, I'm not sure. And now I'm putting that together, I don't actually want to put that on there. I think I'm going to ditch those. And then the other thing that I did using, I've got some Mossy Meadow card, and in Mossy Meadow ink, I stamped out 8 of these and I fussy cut them. It didn't take long at all. And then I hand tied them because what I wanted was a hand tied bunch of tulips. And the reason I've not prepared one and then filmed it is just that I thought, well, it'd just be quicker to do it this way. Let's just get that card out of the way. So I've just hand tied them with the braided trim, the braided linen trim, and I want to put that just at the bottom of there. So I'm going to have to stick that on with something, but we need to get that on first before we put any flowers on. So very carefully, I'm just going to get to the back of that and put some glue. I think wet glue should be enough, but if it doesn't stick, oh, that's quite a lot. If it doesn't stick, I will get the mini glue dots out. So I'm just going to place that there, and I think that should take. And I've just got time to tell you that the new catalogue is launching on the, I keep forgetting the date, it's the 3rd or the 4th of June, I keep forgetting it. And I've got some catalogues coming. Now, if you are a UK subscriber to my blog and you are not already a demo, if you would like a catalogue with a view to purchasing from me in the future, go and subscribe to my blog. And then I will send out a blog to all of my subscribers inviting you to contact me with your address so that I can send you a catalogue. I've got 8 on the way, but I can always order some more if people are interested. So if you head over to my blog, a link in the description bar, hit the subscribe tab, which is on the side, and I will be contacting you in the next few days, seeing if you want a catalogue. So the next thing I'm going to do is then organise my tulips. So have an idea first as to how you want to organise them. And I sometimes just overthink this. And I don't go into a supermarket or a florist and think, have they been arranged properly? I just buy them. So this is just what I'm going to do, and I'm going to put them on, I think, with mini dimensionals. So I've got 3 at the top. I've got 3 at the bottom. And then I think I'm just going to put 3 at the front like that. So get your, oh yes, there we are. Get your layout right first. Think about what you're going to do first. So I think what I'm going to do is put those top 3 on. Put them there so I've got them in the right position. They're just going to sit at the top of my stems. I'm going to put those 2 blue ones on first. So I'm going to grab my mini dimensionals that are over the other side of the room. And I think with these, I'm going to stick these down with liquid glue because we don't want too much height. So just a little bit of glue on the back of that and put that there. I want these 2 to be central because that's basically where we're going to start. I haven't even thought about what sentiment I'm going to put on this yet. So that's those 2 down. The red one I'm going to have sat there, and I'm going to mount those with 2 mini dimensionals. Or you can use big dimensionals, whatever you've got, or you can use liquid glue, or you could use foam pads. These, I wouldn't be without these. They are one of my favourite bits of kit. So I'm just going to put that on there, oh, like that. So the next thing I want to do is just think about how I'm going to arrange the next row. So I'm going to put those on like that. In fact, I'm going to put these 2 on first and then put the blue over the top. Again with mini dimensionals. And I'm going to put one there. And then one on this side. And then take a blue one, do the same, put some dimensionals on them. Don't be like me and get completely stuck to the dimensionals. And place that one there. And then finally I'm just going to put those two there and then not think about it anymore, because I could be rearranging those for hours. I've got to now start thinking about what sort of sentiment I'm going to put on here. So let's put that one. I want it to look like there's a stem coming out of that. So I'll put that there. And then the last one. Got these little hexagons all over the place, and it doesn't matter how often I vacuum my house, they turn up. Right, let's put that there like that. And actually I probably should have put that one over the top. Right, could I do a little bit of quick? It's there now. It's there. There's nothing I can do about that. But I think probably what I could have done was just put something along there, put something over the top of it. I might think of something in a minute. So there is my bunch of tulips. How pretty is that? Now, what did I do earlier and put it down? I created a bow. There it is. And I think I want to put my bow there, but I don't know how good that bow is. Looks a bit, doesn't look very good, does it? Right, I'll have a think about that. So next thing is a sentiment. And I'm going to run the sentiment along the bottom of these flowers here. In fact, I could put my sentiment there, couldn't I? Let's put it there. So I'm going to use a layer of the blue. I need to make my mind up quick. Where's the rest of my blue? It's there. Let's just put that to one side a moment. I'm going to get my trimmer out. And the width of my card is this card. The width of that was 4 1/4. So I want this to go not quite all the way across. So I'm going to do 3 1/2 by 1 1/4. Is that going to work? It might do. Let's see what happens. This will be, what would this be? 3 1/8 by 1 1/8. That will sit on there. That doesn't look right, because that was 3 1/2, wasn't it? So let's do that 3 1/4. I totally forgot there what I'd measured it. So 3 1/4 by 1 1/4, 3 1/8 by 1 1/8, and then we want the white. But I think we need to stamp a sentiment on it first. Let's just grab some white because I've run out. Just find some scrap. And this has got to measure, I'm actually going to cut it out first, otherwise I won't get it central. So this is going to measure 1 inch by 3 inches. One inch by 3 inches. There we go. Now this white bit is for my sentiment. Which we're going to layer up I just need to stamp on it first, and I think I want to stamp on it with Night of Navy, probably one of my favourite colours. So let's find a stamp. Let's go back to the Timeless Tulips stamp. I don't know where I've put that. There it is, under my card. This could be a get well soon card. Unfortunately, because of the situation that we're in at the moment, there are lots of people that aren't very well, and maybe they would appreciate a lovely get well soon card on a bunch of flowers. So let's get that sentiment out, just check that it fits. Yes, it does. Put it on my block. So line that up, get it nice and central. I'll try not to get my head right into shot. I'll see if we can get it central. That's all right. And I'm just going to put that on there with dimensionals. Why is it I put things down and then I can't find them again? They were here right next to me, and I put them down without even thinking. I put them down and don't think, well, I might need those in a minute. Oh dear. Right. Let's got that on there. And this is going to go over the red. Like that. And I want the red to go on the blue. And we might as well layer that up as well. No, let's not layer that up, because I'm going to layer that up again. So just using wet glue. There we are. Let's just give that a minute to set. Let's get our card back. And I want that to sit over there. So we lose that tie because it wasn't very good. And we will put that over there like that. So I'm just going to put 2 dimensionals on each side. And then it can just curve over the flowers. So we can still see that they are a bunch of tulips with the stems that have been bunched together. But it just covers up that absolutely awful tie. So on there like that. Let's try it, and I need to move that over to get it in the middle. And I'm trying to see if I can see my rhinestones, but actually I can't. Actually, I can't. So it might have to be a taffy crafting project with no rhinestones. So there we are, no rhinestones. Let's get this finished off. Let's see if I can get this in under 20 minutes. We can try. Lots of wet glue on that just to layer up over our cherry cobbler card as centrally as I can before that glue grabs. That's going to be whatever it's going to be. And finally, get it onto our card base. Like that. So, more glue. Ten seconds to go, so I'm not going to get there in under 20 minutes, but I am pretty much there. So there you have it. A VE inspired card that would be lovely for somebody who perhaps isn't very well. And if you can't send them a bunch of flowers, then send them the next best thing. I hope you enjoyed that project. I will be back again very, very soon, hopefully tomorrow, with another project for you. But don't forget, Sunday, it's Share It on a Sunday again. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.